Gym Group is only in Australia and New Zealand, or where?
We're also in Canada and in the UK, but not very big. We've got about 70 in Canada and about 22 in the UK, something like that.
Okay.
So mainly Australia and New Zealand.
So you got expansion plans?
Well, once again, the right person came to us, both with New Zealand, with everywhere actually, New Zealand included. It was because people came to us first. I don't actually plan a lot of things. You'd be surprised how little. My focus is always on how can we do it better. And I keep on saying that. I know it sounds crazy, but it is, rather than grandiose plans for expansion. Because if you keep on doing things, when I started off gyms, I didn't intend to go interstate. I had no concept of going interstate. It wasn't, I thought of going interstate. People coming to me that said, we want to set up somewhere else. Same thing with new divisions, same thing with different countries. People always mostly come to us. And we just try and do the best job we can for them. But in reality, it's a lot easier to get a new division going in Australia and New Zealand because the brand is so strong.
Yeah.
Whereas over there, it's not very well known, and they're further from support and stuff. Most of our focus is on Australia and New Zealand.
I don't think you have a retirement plan.
Oh, I do. One day I will retire, and there'll be a ceremony, and I'll be the guest of honour, and I'll be in a box on the floor. I don't intend to retire ever. I can't imagine it. To me, retiring would be like becoming blinded or a quadriplegic or something terrible. It would be worse than that.
We wish you will be in a very healthy state, so you can serve more to people, quality service.
People tend to think that success has so much to do with ability. One of the greatest, most overrated things that people can have is intelligence. I don't actually think intelligence has much to do with success as people think. The best people are people not with the greatest minds, but the greatest character. I don't think education relates to success either very much. I don't see any relationship between education and success, apart from you need to be literate and so forth. It's character that counts all the way along the line. Are you the kind of person that cares about what you do, that you want to do it well, you want to do it better and better, and you care about the people that you deal with? I'm actually in many ways not a very capable person. There are so many things that I do so badly, and anybody who knows me would tell you that. I have very, very poor people skills, and I often say things and I upset people when I don't mean to, and I have a short temper at times. There's many things that I do very badly. There's many people around who are much better at doing things than I am. I don't believe the kind of attitude that says, I'm not capable enough, I can't do this, is completely wrong. You can do whatever you set your mind to. The real question is how much do you care? Even that, people talk about Albert Einstein, for example, as an example of somebody's supreme genius. But he didn't think that way at all. He said genius is an infinite capacity for taking pains. In other words, how much effort are you going to put into doing what you want to do? How much of your heart and soul do you put into it? Now, I believe that most people can be successful. Now, possibly not at the nationwide business level, but most people can achieve far more, and what it comes down to is character. Because I never stop trying to do better. I never think I'm good enough. I never think we do well enough. I'm always wanting to succeed. I'm driven by that passion that every day, every hour, every day is how can we do it better? How can we succeed? And I find people to do the things that I'm not good at. And I recognize that. And I let them know too that, you're so much better than I am at doing this particular job, so I'm going to let you get on with it. You've got to trust people too. And sometimes you can be mistaken and get unstuck, but you've got to say to somebody, look, we'll let you make those decisions and do it yourself. And I kind of hold you responsible for the results. I might not agree with what you're doing. Now sometimes I'm right and what they've done isn't a good idea, but sometimes I'm wrong too, and I let them have their way. So you've got to put trust in people. You've got to believe in people to some extent, and even if you find yourself mistaken, I think it's a mistake to be too cynical about human nature. Yeah. There are a lot of very good people around. You've just got to find them and give them an opportunity, and then work out what they want, and hopefully they'll get some reward out of it, and it's just not just monetary too.